Guys, it has been probably 6 months since I've filmed a vlog, 5 months since I've uploaded anything. I've been doing shorts, but full-on vlogs I haven't touched in like half a year. First of all, I'd like to say I'm sorry for just randomly going missing over here on YouTube. I've been very active on my other socials, but for some reason vlogging was just too much to think about, and it was kind of affecting my mental health because I was, like you guys have seen, talking about burnout and just how overworked I was last year. So I felt like I needed to take some time and just not overwork myself, and if something felt really draining or gave me anxiety just thinking about it, that I would step back and think, like, is this 100% necessary? Do I have to get this done now, or can I just push this to the side for a little bit? And very long story short, I just needed a break for a little bit, but I missed it so much. I thought about it all the time, like I really wanted to vlog. There were certain moments where I've wanted to vlog so many times, but it's easy to film something for a day and actually film the content, but then it's like the whole week of editing and trying to get it uploaded. That is the really daunting part to me. And so the fact that I was so busy and already overwhelmed, that was just not healthy for me to keep up with. So that's kind of one of my goals for 2024. My resolutions is to be more consistent on here. Even if I don't have anything like super motivational, inspiring to post about, I just want to kind of document my life like I have been for so long. That is something else I've been dealing with, is imposter syndrome. If you guys hear smacking around, I have a video for my cat and he's going ham at this squirrel on the TV. But yeah, just feeling like I don't really matter. And that sounds stupid because I know I do, and I know there's so many people who do appreciate my content, and I've been kind of battling with this lie in my head over the past like 6-9 months, that because I'm not competing, because I'm not as lean as I was last year, because I'm kind of struggling myself with burnout and not really knowing what to focus on, what to pursue, like I'm not confident in myself and what I'm doing. I just don't feel like people care about my content, and I know that's not true, and I'm not saying that to try and get comments and like sympathy, but I just genuinely will film content and then, or think about making videos, or I'll film a whole vlog and then be like, nah, like I don't want to waste all this time editing if no one's gonna care to see this. And so that kind of just, I discourage myself before I even know the answer, you know, because I was doing so well with YouTube and I really love it, and I want to start being more consistent, whether that's just like a 5-minute video on a recipe, just a workout, I don't know. Like, I just put so much pressure on having to make the perfect vlog every time. It stresses me out and discourages me before there's even a reason to be stressed or discouraged, and I'm not gonna keep doing that anymore. But I did need to make a necessary change to my lifestyle, my workload, things that were stressing me out and making me feel burnt out and anxious for no reason when they didn't need to be. So I took the break that I needed, but now I'm back in the spirit of the new year, because it's the 8th, I think, when I'm filming this. I am going to get myself back into a routine, because I feel like I've not been very consistent with a routine like I had been in the past. And I thrive in routine. If I don't have something to work towards, if I don't have a goal and a full-on plan that I'm following to a T, I just feel lost. And I'm such an all or nothing person that I need to have a plan in place. I have a plan. I am actually going to be following one of my 12-week programs, the Lean Out Intermediate one. I have a Lean Out Beginner and then a Lean Out Intermediate, and they're both under the same thing. If you guys want to check them out, I'll put the link to all my programs below. They're not one-on-one coaching, but it's pretty much everything that you would get with coaching, minus me checking in with you every month. But I do make the programs. I give you a custom macro count, 7 meals to choose from for every meal that you get in your plan. So you have a lot of stuff to pick from and you don't get bored. And they're fun meals. It's not just all chicken and rice and like oatmeal, you know? So I'm gonna do that myself. I'm actually starting it today, and I'm excited to just get back into the swing of working out again consistently, finding my desire and passion for training again, and just getting myself out of this slump. My camera just stopped recording, but I'm getting myself out of this slump that I've been in for the last, feels like over a year now. It's coming up on a year, I think, that I officially just felt burnt out and had to stop everything. But we are making the changes that we need to make, getting a routine in place and not setting ourselves up for failure by not planning ahead, not meal prepping, not bringing water everywhere I go, fixing my acne, getting myself on a routine. It's gonna be worth it. I'm actually so excited to get myself slowly built up to the place that I was training at again, because I literally did 2 workouts, 2 exercises for legs the other day, and I'm still sore. Starting slow, but we're also gonna be smart about it and make sure that we're continually progressing. That's what I love about these programs, is even if you don't want to pay for a coach, check in with you, update your plan all the time, you still have a plan that changes each month. So you follow the meal plan, follow the workout plan, and it will change. Meal plan stays the same, calories will stay the same, just as like a base, and then we'll manipulate calorie burn with step count, adding more volume and reps, and also increasing cardio and the HIIT sprints, which is what is going to promote the most fat loss. That's what I noticed in myself. So yeah, I'm so excited. If you guys want to start with me, I'm starting now, but I will be posting my progress here and there in my vlogs as I'm going along with the program. I will personally make the programs for you, so don't feel like it's just like, oh, I'm buying a PDF of a plan. Like, it's customized to make sure that you see results from this plan, and it's not going to mess up your metabolism or your body because you're eating too much or too little. I make sure you're eating exactly what you need. Whether you're a beginner, advanced, working out at home or at the gym, I have a plan for you. So go check them out and let me know if you guys have any questions. You can DM me on Instagram, and I am pretty quick to respond to those. So go check them out. I'm so excited to start this though. Oh my gosh. I am ready to start this. Okay, I have not meal prepped in probably 3 months. And I used to meal prep all the time. I swear that is what keeps me on track like 99% of the time, because if I'm super busy or I just really don't feel like cooking and I don't want to stop and cook for 30-40 minutes to make a meal, I will pick something that is quicker, and it's usually not as good as it could be as far as like close to my macros, you know? And it's just an extra step to try and find something else that you could eat and fit it into your macros if you're tracking like I am. So I'm actually just gonna prep things to meal prep tomorrow because it's getting late. I'll be here till 11 o'clock if I do everything right now. So we're just gonna batch cook everything and have it ready to put in containers tomorrow. This chicken, you guys have probably seen me talk about it in several previous vlogs, but I don't think that I've actually told you the updated recipe. I've been doing it a certain way for probably the last 1.5 to 2 years now, and I swear I never get overcooked chicken with this recipe, and it's so easy to cook chicken breast too much and make it dry, so everybody needs to try this. So what I do is I cut up chicken breast into bite-sized pieces, and then I mix the marinade mixture together and pour it over the chicken and just let it sit. This has been sitting for like probably 3 days now. The longer it sits, the better it tastes. So if you're able to make this like 2-3 days in advance, I highly recommend doing that. It is equal parts light mayonnaise and white vinegar. And then I'll add ranch seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, sage, and the green goddess spice from Trader Joe's. This one is bomb. I don't know if you can see. This green goddess from Trader Joe's, so good. I keep smacking my hat on things. And also the 21 Salute seasoning from Trader Joe's. Anything from Trader Joe's is amazing, but these are my 2 favorite for like poultry and meat. And I usually add a good bit. So depending on like how many chicken breasts you're cooking at a time, this is 3 or 4, I think. And I'll just like add a ton of seasoning, probably like at least 1 to 2 tablespoons of ranch seasoning. I don't know how to estimate measurements, but do you want my food? Tuna's literally just staring at me. Do you want to say hi? Because it's been so long since you've been in a vlog. Say hi. Why are we not focused? Anyway, I will let that sit. I will overdo it with the spices because the more seasoning, the better, in my opinion. To each their own, whatever flavor you like, just add it in. Specifically, those spices for me are the best with this marinade mixture. And I swear the vinegar makes it so much more tender, I think. It kind of breaks down the meat. Use light mayo to help retain the moisture when I cook it too. I swear the combo is phenomenal. I'll usually do for this amount, it's like 3 to 4 chicken breasts. I put probably 1/4 to 1/2 cup of vinegar and mayo, equal parts. Mix it up in a bowl. It's going to look like cottage cheese, like it gets all clumpy and curdly looking when you're mixing it up, but I swear, just keep mixing it and it turns smooth all of a sudden. It's weird. I have 90% lean ground beef this week because that's all I have in my fridge. We're using that, and then we're just not gonna add the coconut oil that I usually add like as a fat source to my meals, because 90% is definitely up there with the fat content per serving. It's not bad. It's 11 grams per 4 ounces, which is perfect for my meals. I'll usually add that in coconut oil, so it's just kind of swapping out that for the extra fat in this meat. That was a lot of words. And then if you guys know me, you know how lazy I am with veggies. There's really no difference in nutritional quality. In fact, sometimes frozen veggies are more nutrient dense because you just blanch them and freeze them right when they're picked, instead of traveling from wherever to the grocery store and sitting for days, weeks. So we have frozen green beans, my favorite. This is literally just gonna be a very similar meal prep to the previous ones I've done before, but don't fix what's not broken, you know? This is like my go-to, and I just need to clean up my diet from all the high sodium processed food that I've been eating, because it's making me retain some water and I'm feeling a little bloated. So we're just gonna stick to very minimal, cleaner ingredients, for lack of a better word. Not that processed food is bad, but just for me specifically, I feel so saturated. My body just feels so full of water, and my skin's breaking out from the extra dairy and things that I've been eating. So we're just gonna clean it up because my body's asking for a break. You guys see me eating rice in every single vlog for the next year. This is why. I found like a 50-pound bag for super cheap at a restaurant store, and so I bought it. And we'll probably eat it all, honestly, because Alex eats so much. Okay, chicken's done. I have not had this chicken in about 3 weeks because of the holidays, and I'm so excited to eat it. I'm actually gonna eat some right now because I haven't eaten dinner yet, and it's 8 o'clock, but this is so freaking good. Every time. I never get a dry piece unless I really overcook it, like forget about it and leave it for 5 minutes. But they're like, the Maillard on this, guys, perfect. I'm gonna start with this. I usually make 3 cups for myself, and that gets me through lunch and dinners for the week. And if you don't do this already, wash your rice first, okay? Please. I rinse it until it's pretty much clear. It gets all the starch out, and I think it tastes better overall. 3 cups of rice. Rinse that, and then I actually add salt and ranch seasoning and onion powder to this when I cook it. Here is the, if you guys wanna know how to cook it, sometimes I will add butter, that's why it's in there, but it makes it more flavorful. But if you're tracking and you're trying to be strict with your calories, then I would just forego the fat and add fats into your meal afterwards. Dude, the cheese seasoning from Trader Joe's was such a good idea to put in here. I slept in. I literally set 3 alarms to wake up at like 6 o'clock, and ended up going to bed at midnight, so it was extra hard to get out of bed, and then Tuna came up and crawled next to me and I got cozy and laid down for just a second, and it ended up being 2 hours. So it's like almost 9 right now. I'm gonna move you over here because the lighting's better. But we're gonna do a little morning routine because my skin has gotten real bad. I don't know if you guys can remember last year I was vlogging consistently. My skin was like perfect, and this is actually good. Like I don't have any active breakouts except this one, and a lot of the scarring's gone away here, but from what I used to have, I would only break out like twice before my period, and then the rest of the month would be perfectly clear skin, like my forehead right here, nothing. And then out of nowhere, I think with all my gut issues and hormone stuff that I've dealt with, it's literally just constant, it feels like. And so that's another reason I'm trying to clean up my diet, because I know eating holiday crap did not help. Not holiday crap, it's good food, but it's not necessarily good for me. So, a few things that I've been adding to my routine. I'm probably just gonna be going over a bunch of random stuff in this vlog because I haven't talked to you guys in so long. So this is my morning routine. I am putting something on at night though, tretinoin. I was on retinol for like a year and then moved up. So you wanna start with retinol first and then move up to tretinoin as you get used to retinol. It's like stronger version. I have the 0.025 percent, so it's not that strong, and honestly I could have got the 0.05 because my skin didn't really react much, but I feel like it's just constantly making me break out little things. Like there's one under here, but there's just, you can't really see it in this lighting, but it's like constant, I don't know how to explain it, texture, like little tiny bumps under here that I can't pop or anything, they're just there. It's very annoying, but I think I'm gonna try and lower my dairy consumption as well. Even if it's lactose free, I just need to chill for a bit. And sugar. Morning skincare is super simple. I don't wash my face. Normally I would do this or after cardio, but I'm gonna show you guys now. And then we're gonna get ready and get our coffee and then go do our cardio, because I literally had everything out and I was just planning on getting up, getting dressed immediately, making my coffee and going to do cardio. But for some reason, like my voice is still out. I don't know why. Normally I've woken up a little more by now and it's not as raspy, so I don't know if I'm fighting something. I don't feel sick though, I'm just like so tired. And that's another reason it's been hard for me to get back into a consistent routine of waking up earlier, because I just feel tired all the time. And I know it's not normal, but I've kind of like, I almost want to just accept the fact that as an adult, I will just be tired all the time. And it sounds very depressing. And I know I shouldn't think that, but that's the kind of mindset that I think I'm just gonna adopt so that I don't complain so much and use it as an excuse. Oh, I'm tired, I'm not gonna wake up early. Once you wake up, you're pretty much fine. And especially if we get up and work out, we'll feel better. Vitamin C has been one of the main things that I've used every day for the last year and a half, I think, and it's totally changed the appearance of my skin. Even just like applying it and then like a couple minutes later, it just enhances the look of your skin. Makes it look brighter, just overall healthier. I don't put it on my under eyes, but everywhere else. Aside from my breakouts, my skin looks great and I'm happy about it. Just like changes the appearance of your skin. Like I just look healthier, you know? We're done. My mom got me an espresso machine for Christmas, and I have never used one before. They've had one at their house for years and I just never tried it. I've always been a Keurig girl, and so this is very new to me. I'm learning how to actually make my own espresso. It kind of does it for you, which is awesome. Like you can select cappuccino, latte, Americano, whatever thing you want. But I didn't know that you have to have like espresso ground coffee, and there's a difference between like coffee grounds and espresso coffee grounds. So I got my coffee and actually got an espresso grinder too, but we're just gonna make one real quick because I don't have time to explain everything. I have the overnight oats that I made last night, put it in the fridge. I like to eat this cold because it tastes great cold, but you can also heat it up if you want. But if you guys want this recipe, I have it. It's like a protein cake batter flavored overnight oats, and they are freaking, I'm not just saying this guys, they are so good. If you guys like anything cake batter or like sprinkle flavored, whatever, I love sprinkles and anything cake batter. That's like my go-to flavor for everything. So this is so good, and it really is so much easier than making oatmeal and so much faster. Like you just pour everything in here and it does its thing. The recipe is in my reels on my Instagram page if you want it. This is my favorite part. We add sprinkles. I add like a tablespoon because they really don't have a whole lot of calories. Look, I'm gonna get a handful of sprinkles. So good. Oh. Sometimes I'll add whipped cream to it, like non-dairy whipped cream on top, but I'm just trying to eat this as fast as I can. So if you're someone that's like running out of the house every day in the morning and you don't have time to sit down and eat, you can literally eat these anywhere, take them anywhere. If you want to save them for a snack later, they'll last in here. Just put them in a cooler bag. You don't have to do anything. So convenient. How have I not done this sooner? One of my goals for this year is to increase my step count just in everyday activities. And it's so hard because I work from home that I can't really move around. It's hard to get myself to get up and move around and like get steps in the middle of the day when I'm in my work zone. So one of my goals was to get a standing desk with a walk pad, which is basically like a mini treadmill that doesn't go very fast. You just put it under your desk and walk. I've been trying to find a walk pad for the last year, and all of them are in the like $300 to $500 range, which is insane for a little mini treadmill. I found one on TikTok for like $150. The cats are very intrigued, and I've been working on this for the last half hour, and I'm actually sweating. I don't feel out of breath so much, but I can definitely tell it's getting like more of a calorie burn in. Increasing my TDEE, which is like total daily energy expenditure just from doing random things, moving around, cooking, cleaning, all this stuff. If you're trying to put yourself in more of a deficit, increasing your TDEE is gonna be a game changer. And my goal is to get like 10,000 steps a day. I don't have my watch because I left it at my friend's house in North Carolina, and I'm very sad about that, but I'm just doing like 1 to 2 hours on this thing. 150 bucks though, can you believe that? Okay, I am meal prepping for the week, finally. I am only gonna do 2 actual meals prepped, and then my oatmeal, I'll just weigh it out and measure them to make the night before, because I'm gonna do the overnight oats again for all of my breakfasts. But the main thing I need help with usually is lunch and dinner. So prepping those ahead of time makes it so easy to just like grab it, heat it up, and then keep working. I've gone into the app and selected lunches, and I'm just gonna pick. I had almost done the barbecue chicken pizza, but I can't really prep that as well. Like it doesn't stay fresh for the whole week, and that's what I'm trying to make lunches for, is like 5 days in advance. So we're doing the ground beef, rice, and green beans. And right here it tells you, so if you pick a meal, it will tell you all of the ingredients down here, the exact servings that you need, calories, and then a macro breakdown of protein, carbs, and fats for each meal. So you know exactly what you want. If you want to add this to a grocery list, you hit the number of servings. For me, it would be 5 for the whole week. and then you add that and it's in your grocery cart. So you can go to the store, look up your grocery list in the app, and it'll say you need X amount of ingredients for all of your meals. So we're gonna do this one first for lunch, and then we'll do the chicken with rice, walnuts, and cranberries. Craisins, they're so good. Same thing, it will tell you macro breakdown and then all of the ingredients. So I'm gonna do both of those, get those prepped, and then I'll show you how I prep my overnight oats as well. Literally that simple. 2 minutes and all my breakfasts are prepped for the week for the most part, but it takes 2 minutes to assemble them too. So the less weighing things out I have to do during the week, the better for me. That's why I do all this stuff, so I don't have to think about getting the scale out again. Cuts down 10 minutes a day of weighing things out. That's it, we are done. Took so much less time to do this today because we planned ahead and made stuff last night. Where is my voice going? I don't know. I need to chug water. I swear, I forget to drink water. I don't know how I did 2 gallons a day last year. It's hard for me to finish this right now because I'm so not used to chugging water all the time, but it helps with water weight, it helps with digestion, skin, so many things. So I have to do it. It's like a non-negotiable, at least half a gallon. This flavor, Arctic Blast, is my favorite pre-workout flavor I've ever had, hands down. It's like tart and sour, but it's sweet at the same time and not too tart. It tastes kind of like a summery lemonade kind of thing. Stim free too, so there's no caffeine. It doesn't make me jittery, especially for like evening workouts like this. Still doing the whole non-stim, no caffeine after 2 p.m. actually. And that really helps me fall asleep too. Because if I have caffeine after 2, I'm so sensitive that I will not fall asleep. Even if I do an intense workout, my mind just races till 3 in the morning. But this is so good. I don't know, have I announced yet that I'm working with Legion? I don't know. I think I had announced after I moved, but I was like in the process of like a trial period with them when I did move, like before we came here. And then after I moved, I'd made a post on Instagram, but I don't think I've announced it on YouTube yet. So surprise, I am working with Legion now. I love the company because they're super transparent with their ingredients. They have exact dosages and like clinically effective doses. It's not just a bunch of stuff put into a proprietary blend and doesn't actually do anything for you. They also only use natural sweeteners, natural flavors, no artificial colors or anything, and sweetened with stevia, because as you guys know, if you've watched my other vlogs, previous pre-workouts I've had in the past are like sweetened with sucralose, sweetened with sucralose instead of stevia, and it really messes up my gut. But I finally found a natural pre-workout that uses stevia. So love everything about this brand. You can use code EllieM for 20% off your first order and 10% off all other orders. And it's really cool because if you buy regularly, you get a certain amount of points, which equal dollar amounts that you can use to take discounts off of your orders. So the more you order, the more points you accumulate on top of the discount that you get with my code. And at this point, I'm just procrastinating because I don't want to work out today, but it's getting dark out and it's gonna get really cold if I don't move fast and get outside and go to the gym. I feel like I've been in the kitchen this whole vlog, but that's literally where I am all day, working. I'm having my pre-workout snack. This is the next day, obviously, but I'm having my overnight oats as my pre-workout. Really the best way to eat them. I know some people will heat them up and eat them hot, why would you do that if you could use whipped cream and sprinkles and turn it into like feels like an ice cream sundae kind of thing, but it's oats. It's crazy. I never thought I'd like oats this much, but I'm gonna wrap it up here because I feel like I've done a lot in this vlog, but I just wanna say hello again. I'm happy to be back. I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep up the consistent vlogs. If anything, it'll be like every other week. I'm not gonna put a certain like goal of X amount of videos per week or per month. I'm just gonna do it as I feel like it, and hopefully that will be more often than not. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. I'm so happy to be back, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.